Iron Ball Portugal Special, Benfica vs Famalicão edition. Let's go! We're once again back in Europe with a bang, this time starting our trip with a late night journey down to Bristol Airport, before clipping through my passport into our early morning flight to Lisbon. A short plane ride and a couple of days of sightseeing later, and it was match day. We began our trek down to the game by heading through the Parque metro stop, scanning ourselves through the gate and hopping on the Alta de Moinhos tube. Jumping off, we sharply arrived at Benfica's iconic Estadio da Luz, which has got to be up there with one of the best stadiums we've seen so far. Absolutely superb. As we approached kick-off, the stomach started calling, and these Parma ham sandwiches went down a treat, especially with this pint of Sagres. €10.50 in total for these, a little expensive, but I've definitely seen worse. And as the team bus arrived to the stadium, up we went through the concourse into our seats. The obstructed view was annoying, but these were great tickets nonetheless. However, seeing the famous Benfica eagle definitely made up for the bad view in our seats, and the light show that followed was even cooler. A new introduction at the Estadio da Luz for last season, this was accompanied by a surreal full stadium rendition of the club's anthem. After a traditional European football scarf waving before kickoff, we were finally underway. Benfica had an early chance to take the lead via Rafa Silva, but his weak shot was no trouble for Junior in the Famalicão net. Leandro Sanca then went close for the away team, his shot narrowly missing the top left corner. However, predictably it was the home side who struck first, with current PSG man Gonçalo Ramos tapping the ball home from close range to give Benfica a 1-0 lead. That opening Ramos goal leaving the halftime score of Benfica 1, Famalicão 0. Ramos began the second half by nearly grabbing a second of the evening, his shot just wide. And if you've got pyro on your pie and ball bingo card, then make sure to check it out. Not only were there flares in the top tier, but also smoke bombs in the bottom. Just as the game looked to be wrapped up, a spilled Alex Grimaldo shot was cleaned up by Gonçalo Ramos to make it 2-0 to the home side in added time, securing the win and 3 vital points for Benfica. Yeah, I may have got a little carried away there, but nonetheless, final score, Benfica 2, Famalicão 0. Man of the match for this game is obviously Gonçalo Ramos. 2 goals on the night, winning his side the game, enough said. Overall, not the best match of football, an absolutely stellar atmosphere, a brilliant ground as well, and some fairly decent scrum too. Overall, we're going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Want to see a Pine Ball episode about your team? Don't forget to tag them in the comments down below. And remember to check us out on Instagram and YouTube. Links can be found via our account page. See you next week, lads.